some rumors that he had some heart problems and that he was taken to the hospital. And
we on this shit.
Due to some heart problems that were things he'd been dealing with for some time. But as far as I was under the impression that I had actually heard anybody.
Somebody goes to the hospital, they're definitely injured, you know what I mean?
Right, not necessarily that
So,
Yeah.
I guess I was an explanation for that, but
I don't know what this is.
a statement to the fact that,
I guess I get that. If God's made statements from, we have intoxicated statements from everybody, and we like to try and get those clarified.
Yo, no, fuck.
People are not intoxicated, you know what I mean?
right.
And so that's kind of why we made the trip down, especially when we have injuries. Somebody was, I mean, I'm not going to tell you that there weren't significant injuries. There were some significant injuries.
See how low key PlayStation is disrespectful? This game just opened a YouTube webpage.
Well, so as far as so we're clear about that.
Custom lobbies. I mean, I'm gonna just start off.
Jurisdiction.
But it's hard still.
He doesn't like the situation.
Yep.
I understand that the circumstances probably require that I should give you guys a little bit better explanation. And so, despite my lawyer's advice, I'm willing to come talk to you guys. Well, I'm going as long as I have your assurance, because I'll tell you right now, if you guys want to have any kind of additional charges, I'm already I'm going to be there August 4th. You have my word on it.
Okay, that's good.
I'm not trying to deal with any more handcuffs, man. I had a pretty long drive, 2 handcuffs here from Bagley in handcuffs, and I'm really not trying to have a 2-hour drive.
So,
Those handcuffs.
Nah. Yo, what the fuck? Baby daddy. Nah, yo, what the fuck is going on? What the nah.
Absolutely. I think that would make my lawyer feel a little more confident.
I mean,
so that we don't have records of everything that's going on
what
here.
the fuck kind of titties?
That night when I made the statement that night,
Yo, gotta go with realistic daddies, man, I guess.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's like we're talking now, and I've got to record our conversation, so, you know what I mean?
That's absolutely understandable. I get that. I will let you know. Illinois is a one-party state. You were supposed to tell me that, but I'll let you do it. Jokes aside, I'll come talk to you guys, but I just wanted to clear the air here and make sure. I don't want any problems. Like I said, I drove out here tomorrow to see some friends. I'm heading back that way to come talk to you, but I wanted to talk to my lawyer first.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so, good.
Curious about Ozempic or Wegovy, but not sure if your insurance covers it? That's where Roe comes in. Because let's be real, no one likes calling their insurance provider to see if their medication is covered, especially not for GLP-1s, like Ozempic or Wegovy. Roe's Insurance Checker lets you know if you're covered for GLP-1s for free. Roe can help you understand if GLP-1s like Ozempic and Wegovy are right for you if you're both. But that's just the beginning. If you're eligible for GLP-1s and want to see if you're covered, all you have to do is submit your insurance card and Roe will take care of it. No paperwork, no negotiating, and no waiting on hold. Road's free insurance checker will report undercovered details. You can make a decision.
Nah, Bone Baby, yo. Yo, that's the other Bone Thugs and Harmony member. Bone Baby. God.
Friday. So in the over 1 million people who tested Roche took their coverage for free.
All right, you got to stop buying generic Viagra if y'all over 40. You can get 9 pills of 100 milligrams generic Viagra for $7. Free shipping from Friday plans. If you think it's a scam like I did at first, keep this. No doc visits, no phone calls, nothing. I just answered a few questions online, and 3 days later, my script was at my door. They even shipped it for free, so I only ended up paying $7 for the whole thing. And it's low-key in a plain package for your privacy. In like 30 minutes of trying one, I knew this was that real generic Viagra. My confidence is through the roof, and it worked even better than
I mean, I don't know what this is.
my wife can't stop smiling.
But like I said, I'm gonna start over here.
100 generic Viagra for 87 cents a pop is the deal of a lifetime.
Hold on, do I get to pick what the fuck I am? I
Get
didn't
yours right now before Friday plans run out.
know it was gonna be a baby. Babies, damn, yo. Forget sometimes how long this motherfucking shit. Oh shit, what the fuck? Boy Daddy's Love. No, that shit crazy. Drink soda. Yo.
First off, thanks for coming back and talking to us. You want to stay over here or go inside? You decide. We'll go inside. All right, let's sit inside. Absolutely. Tell me what happened.
Okay. Where would you like me to begin?
Yeah, at the beginning.
So that night,
Hold on. Just imagine beginning AC said the name's name's Ben. We're in your house now. If you want to stay at any time, you can tell us. You don't have to talk to us. You don't have to. You're free. You want to tell them like we told you on the phone or they told you.
Bye, everything.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you do that before you go. And I didn't want to cut you off. So, they can start wherever you need to start.
so the night began, I went to Sugar, which is the connected to the Exchange store. I had some family members that were up there, just the band playing. I went up there for a little bit. We were, hanging out with the band. My family members left. There
Oh,
was another
shit.
gentleman there who I was hanging out with, Dawson. I'm not sure his last, even the gentleman identified with Sugar.
Nah, that was crazy.
That night. But he and I got to talking.
Fucked it out of here. This nigga's dead over here.
The son of one of my cousins, friends, for some or another. We knew each other through the way, but we got to hanging out. I don't know a lot of people up there, and so it was welcoming, and everything seemed cool. We were
Disgusting,
having a good
Daddy.
time. The band, stopped playing later on at night. We went inside for a bit. Most of the night was pretty cool. In fact, the gentleman that we'll get to that, but the gentleman that me and I, that started the altercation that night with me, he and I were like 20 minutes prior to the incident taking place. We were all inside the bar. Everybody was having a good time. And so it was probably a little after closing time. It was time to leave. There was a small grouping of people outside of the bar, just kind of saying goodbyes and stuff. We're all getting ready to turn in.
Dude, what the fuck?
And somehow the conversation turned a bit political.
Just eating. What the fuck does that do?
The statement was that I made. I'd like to do so at this time.
Oh, shit.
What I said verbatim was, in my opinion, if someone is willing to come here to our country to work and pay taxes and chase the same American dream that you and I are here for, that they too deserve the same citizenship and rights that we're afforded. I don't think that was a extremely myself, but I made that statement, and from that point forward, the entire crowd of people, including the guy that I was there with, just immediately became the gentleman, the older gentleman that I believe is the one that went to the hospital, approached me first, and he was yelling in my face, and I took a step back. I told him, like, hey man, please don't get in my face. He took a step forward again and grabbed me by my shirt. Okay?
How do
And
you
at that point, I had
get back up, bro?
And so I told him, I said, hey man, you really need to let go of my shirt. And he didn't do that. And so I took and I struck him with what I would describe as a press slap. Just kind of a defensive swap to kind of get him off of me and to create space so I could actually retreat from the situation. But by that point, I did the vibe that I was on, including from the guy that I've been hanging out with. So I might be utterly outnumbered in this situation. There's a lot of angry men coming in real fast, acting very aggressive.
God damn.
Gentleman that grabbed me by my shirt, but I don't know what any of these other people around me is going to do. Which is why, like I said, I made the defensive strike, and I tried to retreat to get out of there. That guy, in my opinion, had to have been very intoxicated. Because, I mean, he just like immediately stumbled to the ground.
No. Fuck is your
Instoppable situation. I believe the next gentleman that attempted to fight me as I was trying to leave was his son, I believe Garrett. Okay. Garrett approached me with fists, and I'm trying to back up. You know, I'm not turning my back to these people, so I'm trying to retreat backward. And he came at me. And so I defended myself against him as well with one individual strike. In his case, it was similar, but a closed fist version toward the jaw area. Just like I said, to get him away from me. That struck him, and he fell to the ground as well. And as I was continuing to back off, the dog yelling at me, and everybody's yelling. And some third gentleman approached me and tried to attack me again. And so I fended that guy off in much the same manner. The second one was to close fist strike. Okay. At no point did I try to punch anybody in any kind of way that I would consider like an attempt to hurt anybody. I have done some level of karate when I was a kid, and so I have been trained to do that.
But that's
You know, I'm just saying, like, I do know how to fight, and in the circumstance, despite the fact that I had had a few drinks, I was able to use some restraint there and try to get out of there with at least as little physical interaction as possible, was what I'm getting at. After the third gentleman went down, Dawson, the guy who I was originally with, from who I was up there with, he approached me and said something to the effect of, that guy would kill you. And I was confused, so I asked, like, which guy, this guy on the ground here? I said, look, man, I have a lot of respect for you, Dawson, but don't follow me. Don't touch me. I'm going home to my camper, and I expect not to be followed. I do have a firearm there, and if I have to use it, I will. And then I went back to my camper and retrieved said firearm and stayed there. At that point, I could overhear voices over there that sounded like an angry mob of people were trying to come over there. And that was about the time I put one round into my P365, just loaded it into the chamber loud enough that they could hear it. And that appeared to be enough to dissuade them from pursuing me any further. They left. I went back into the camper. So that's about maybe 15, 20 minutes later is when I heard the ambulance and the ambulance and then the sheriff came. And then, 20 minutes after that, they knocked on my door. We had a conversation then. You probably know where
So tell me again how
what?
transpired this and how did this unfold going forward?
I have no idea. I really don't know exactly who brought up this conversation with illegal Mexicans and this, that, and the other. Like I said, I probably should have brought my opinion into it. Obviously, with the deck, that was a very popular opinion there, but I didn't think it was going to incite that response. Anyway,
I don't know what the fuck they're going.
they had said something like that to that effect. There's people joking on it, saying something like that. I don't know exactly what the nature was. I mean, next time joked about it. What was just a joke to that comment? Well, it was just a statement that I made. I just said, hey, my personal belief, I feel like if someone's willing to work,
Yeah, something glitched the fuck out.
I should get citizenship written, the right way, but
So I have to start talking about the you make that comment. And then tell me again what.
from that point, like I said, it's the entire, I call it the vibe of the situation shifted. Like, everybody was starting to get really hostile. Like I said, obviously, it became very obvious on everybody's faces. They started yelling at me about my opinion. Like, people were very aggressive. People were walking up and were over on the porch and I'm coming over to the conversation. Like, it was a problem.
Are you a pretty passionate person who understands what the politics it sounds like?
I've been known to be passionate from time to time. Like I said, I said it just the way I told you guys. I didn't say it in any kind of demeaning way against them or anything that I felt was like trying to attack their stance. I just felt it on my which was mine as my first right.
Yeah, absolutely. What are the insights before?
Not really children. And then I got in fights as a kid,
Anything is unknown. I mean, I'm not making any fights of his own, but there's been fights before. No.
I got rid of it. That's why I identify. I really haven't had to use that.
Yo, what the fuck is this?
I grew up in a small town.
Well, that's about to be the stream on this one. It's just not letting me do nothing. Trying to just leave this damn room without having to close the game. Because if I have to close the game, then that's it. I'm not restarting the stream on this dumb shit.
Now, I'm saying because I mean, I got yes, we get it, just in case we got off. I guess it was wrong. He died, so.
Yeah, well. I'm just that way. But yeah, great game. Finish the rest of this shit.
She was already 10, so I put it scared the mom was coming after me. I hate bed. What do you got? Something to the effect of taking each other. Just so well after having done it when I received like people were coming after me. And you mean yeah, exactly. That's like just the comment the dog doesn't come down from never did I see that. I specifically warned everybody that anybody following me, I got one. Send it to everybody with my invitation to him. That was just fine. I hated it. Follow me home. That was it. But, yeah, I don't really know. Orange. The whole time I was going to get back that good. But that would be never my intention. I do have a this whole thing where I have fighting about me and everything like that. Well, I just don't get that. That's so funny. That's why
No fucking clue. The longest minute ever.
Let's secure the first floor. Yeah. Hey, ma'am.
All your people, yo. Why? ¿Por qué? Why?
Jason, where's your Short Street? It's it's in there, but I don't believe that I have it.
Skitty. Yo, get the camera out this nigga fucking, yo.
And the so yes, there's a bag there. There should be. Okay, do you have a phone you want to bring with you? Do you have a phone you want to bring with you? That's not the bag. Yeah. Is it Josh? No, it's Jason. We're up over this one.
Just getting up again, motherfuckers. 4 seconds, you mean 40? Fucking bitch.
So, I'll say what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to sit just like that. This is shut down. You guys. So, really close up with Dave. Okay. So, yes.
Honestly, these niggas the fuck out. Yo, I got a trophy for not doing nothing. Okay.
so we're here to see split information on computer devices. Let me ask you a couple questions like since you're here with the lines. Does Jason have access to her like that?
No.
Have you ever like along with her? No. Okay. Were there any concerns or anything like that about his contact with her? Okay. Do you know if they have any issue? How was he? How was the older? By finally, what do you mean, like, hoping or like feeling it?
I don't know what the fuck happened there, yo.
Okay, he gets to high school. I was at high school. So was he older than you? So now he's okay. So like, was he in high school as well? Was he junior?
No, he was junior high.
Okay.
I don't know about this game.
That's the one thing I've seen with him. I think it's just like a consider like a soldier brother and that's what I'm calling it. Gotcha. Are you guys dating? Here's this guy right here. I was seeing he's your roommate. Yeah.
He's my boyfriend.
He's your boyfriend? Yeah. Okay. Who's Jason with the two of you guys?
He's my brother.
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think we take him down to the sheriff's office where question him on some stuff and we take him to jail.
Why am I the one that's getting up there now?
I'll probably interview you real quick. So, do you know anything about him using Mercy? I'm completely sure. Is he on his computer?
Yes, it's all the time.
All the time.
All the time. That and his phone all the time.
What, has he ever done anything like weird as far as like anything?
No. I mean, no, not at all. Like, I don't understand this.
Does he use your guys' Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Does he date anybody or, you know?
That's the issue here.
Yeah, I was gonna do the all skeleton, but I made the baby the skeleton, so you know.
That she was trying to help me to get him like a girl because all he does is text like online with chicks and it's a
I'm gonna try one more because this shit been stupid.
Have you have a job or anything?
So he was working at Gym City Tires a couple of weeks ago, which he just got. He's had like 15 jobs since I've been over for 30 years now. But he just had Gym City Tires. So I asked his friend, so funny thing is, I asked his friend last night, I was like, so is he still got the military down? He's just supposed to go out. What's the boot camp right in the block? Oh, yeah, what's that? So he was in the military, and I guess he got cleared to go back because of trauma or something that he had. I don't know exactly what branch. Marines. And so he had joined previously. Yeah, this was like back 3 years ago. When I first went and came back like a couple months later. He just had a lot of trauma because of his stepdad killed himself in his mouth, and he was out there shooting. That's the story I got. But yeah, so he got cleared a couple months ago, and I guess he was just waiting for
Computer. Basement lamp, 5%.
And yeah, this is complete shot.
Is there a guy drug you trying to find his hand, or is like he's just weird? You know, what's the deal?
Okay, so he's got autism in his dad, and he does edibles.
But how that one he drinks like somebody like hard drugs or anything like that.
At least I don't think so.
So just explain this to you. We're going to try to be as it's a search warrant. So if we
been having to go through the entire residence, but we're going to try to be as non-invasive as we can. You've been really helpful kind of explaining what's his and what's yours, so we're going to respect that as much as we can.
Yeah, like I said, he does not go out unless it's in the kitchen to steal our food. And
Yeah, we're not in the bit. We're not going to try to tear yourself up or anything.
Jason, swing your feet up this way. We'll go straight this way. We'll sit at the end here, and then he'll come in here, and we'll make those drops off in, and we'll put it up for it. So officially being in house.
Last month I caught my wife crying in the bathroom because I couldn't get hard in bed. She wouldn't even look at me anymore. We are basically roommates. So I tried everything. Buying those $69, $22 at a gas station. Got nothing but a pounding headache. Some Amazon herbal blend. $42. Did absolutely nothing. Zinc and magnesium pills. $34. Slightly better? Got nothing else. A vacuum pump. $79. We're not talking about it. It's 95. So you got the message beat the great Prince of Kendrick? Nah, that was Michael Jackson versus Prince. You see, Prince had a problem, and it all started at this James Brown concert. Prince pulled up to the show. That Prince doesn't go like that. Yeah, he just called him up. He's sitting in the concert and everything. Michael Jackson was in the star his whole life. He was a Michael Jackson, yeah, but like he was still a star. James Brown was obviously recognized as him. James Brown had known him since Michael Jackson was born. James Brown said, Michael, what you doing out there? Come on stage. Michael goes up on stage. Whole time, Prince still walking in the crowd. Remember that? James Brown, come on, man. You gotta say something. I said, stop it. I can't. He turned on the mic jack. So he starts going insane on stage. Keep Boo's leg orientation. You know he's coming. Look at James Brown. He went down. And that's the key. It's going to get wicked 3 times throughout the video. I told you it was messy. Michael Jackson hugged James. He said, man, appreciate you. There's an artist named Prince out there. Can you invite him on stage? This is the exact
What the fuck is going on with this bullshit?
James said, who? I said, his name is Prince. Just invite him on stage for me real quick. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that was really nice of Michael Jackson. And see, all throughout these years, the media has been putting them against each other. Michael Jackson said, fuck out his music. The media said, Prince, keep it out. So that night, Michael Jackson said, are we going to find out who really liked that? And Michael Jackson knows what he just did on stage. There ain't no following that. Plus, on top of everything, Michael Jackson understood that the audience was James Brown's fans. And James Brown was basically passing the torch to Michael Jackson, saying Michael Jackson is next up. If you like James Brown, you probably like Michael Jackson. Prince, very experimental, very avant-garde. Might not be the right crowd. See, while everyone was cheering, Michael and Prince were playing a game of chess. Prince is an artist, understanding what Michael's doing, saying, oh, what do I do up there? I don't know. But James Brown calls Prince up. Prince goes up and well, he embarrassing himself in front of his idol. James Brown, look at James Brown's face. He said, oh, but it's worse than you think. He's just playing the guitar, but he doesn't really know what to play. So he's second. He takes off his shirt and he screams into the mic. Everyone like, oh, he's feeling it. So Prince tries to leave the stage. He grabs on a lamppost and it falls. And he falls on the stage. Everyone like, oh, damn, Prince. Michael said,
on now. Word on the street from Quincy Jones. Prince tries to run over Michael Jackson in the parking lot with his motorcycle. It's a stolen Prince rides away and said,
All right, last try. Let's go.
But Prince, like everybody else, was looking up. See, when Jack had just dropped Thriller, the comparison stopped. It was Michael Jackson and everyone else. Prince said, I ain't going to like that. Since Michael Jackson made Thriller like a movie style, Prince decided to drop a movie of his own, Purple Rain. This was a masterpiece. The comparison started up again. And here's where things start to get wicked part two. Michael Jackson said, yo, this is so weird. Look, somebody called Prince and invite him to come sing with us on We Are the World, a huge, terrible song sung by the biggest artist at the time. They all came together to sing this song. They call up Prince. In fact, Lionel Richie called Prince. That's the I got the biggest artist in the world, and I can't give you your own separate room. I got to list. Okay. I guess I could just play the card off and sing with everybody. I got the biggest guitarist in the world, Bob Dylan, and them. What are you talking about? Like, no, bro, we need you for the podcast. So first of all, I just can't do it. There's nothing else better than Lionel Richie said, but it was like the next to Michael. Lionel Richie said, so everyone's pissed out. Everyone's like, why wasn't he on the song with everybody? But everybody's he's something about stripping that's beside the point. Everybody's pissed. Prince comes out with an interview later and he explains like he's really publicly shy. He's like, he was up there with all those great artists. He probably would have just closed up. And to be fair, Prince was an interesting one. This is him when they invited him on stage to sing You Are the World as a world show. Quincy Jones tried to give Prince the mic and said, listen, he takes out the lollipop and offers it to Quincy. Quincy Jones pulls up the mic. He said, look, I don't know what's going on with you and Prince, but enough is enough.
Yeah.
Quincy says, look, why don't you and Prince just hop on a song together? I'll produce it. And that song's name was Bad. So Quincy just felt Prince to look at the song back and
Let's try this one more time.
So opening line is, your butt is fine. Who's going to sing that part? She said, well, of course, Michael Jackson. I said, who's going to sing number two? And she said, hip-hop, like the person who's going against. Wesley Snipes' character in Bad was actually supposed to be Prince. Prince said, no! People said, Prince, this is fun, chill. Prince said, I'm trying to chill. Michael said, man, I'll tell you to chill. I'm going to chill, boy. Michael Jackson just get pretty deep. Prince said, boy, I'm already deep. Now what? She said, no, y'all gotta chill, bro. Not in my house, y'all. Prince believes the same percentage did not do the song. But he makes his own version of the song and sends it to Michael anyway, basically saying, this is how it should sound. Michael says, woo! When Michael made this cover, he was like, think about Prince. Damn, that boy, he's fighting. Now, here's something else I found really interesting that I think applies to the story. Prince, this is way before Prince is finished, too. He went out with Michael Jackson a few times because he was going out with Michael Jackson's older sister, rather, Latoya Jackson. Everyone had a crush on Latoya Jackson. Prince pulled up to her, again, way before famous, and said, you know what, I got pictures of you, I'm in love with you. She said, look, I'm a strict Jehovah's Witness, which Michael Jackson's family was, strict Jehovah's Witness. Like, I'm going to date like that, but we can kind of go out skating and, you know, bring my brothers and all that. Michael Jackson and his brother pulled up. And see Prince, you know, they hung out a few times. But Michael Jackson knew of Prince even before, you know, the whole rivalry really started in the media. And what I mentioned this was another thing. Michael Jackson.
There's some bullshit. You know, I'm not gonna give it another chance. We gone. Fuck this shit.